This is Pirate CPA YouTube channel. Commencing 3, 2, 1.
Guys, greetings to you all, Pirate CPA is in touch. In this video we will figure out what a proxy is in multi-accounting and touch on the topic of multi-accounting for social networks and crypto exchanges. Let's find out what types of proxies there are and how to use them. We will also learn how to make a proxy by yourself, where you can buy a proxy, and in which cases it's not necessary to buy a proxy. It will be interesting, let's get started. And let's start with what proxy is. In layman's terms, proxy literally means replacement, and in this case, it replaces your IP address. Each computer connected to the network has its own IP address. If you visit any site by using a proxy, for example, French proxies, then the site will see that you are from France, like me in this case. So there are special proxy services that sell proxies, and they exactly sell you access to their IP addresses. They give you an IP address, port, username and password, and using this data you can use this proxy. So what is it for? For example, I run advertising campaigns on Facebook, and to do this I need to log in into different Facebook profiles. If you log into Facebook from your personal browser, from your personal computer, for example, or if you create new accounts every time using the same IP address, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 accounts, then the Facebook anti-fraud system will see this and ban you from this account, from last account, and possibly all previous accounts. Your account will be blocked, and to prevent this from happening, you need to create the impression that each new account was created from a different device, or each authorization comes from a unique device. The anti-fraud system of Google, Amazon, Facebook, Binance and other crypto exchanges and so on have similar approaches. In order to use proxies and in general completely and conveniently organize work with multi-accounts, I use anti-detect browser. They allow not to only use different IP addresses but also more thinner profile unification. You can see it here, like this. If this topic is interesting, I will tell you about it more detail. Write in the comments if you want to know more about it. Okay, we figured out what a proxy is. Now let's talk about what types of proxies there are. In general, proxies can be divided into two categories. First, static, and second, dynamic. Also, IP addresses work over IPv4 and IPv6. I think we will not down deep into this topic. If you're interested, check and Google what difference is. But the bottom line is that IPv6 is relatively new and a very small number of sites work with it. Let me show you. So I can log into facebook.com, go to amazon.com, google.com, Google something, but I can't visit most of sites. I go to whatismyipaddress.com, and here it shows that I am from Australia. In case of IPv4 is the same. It shows that I am from Canada, so I can also visit facebook.com and any other sites. It's like your usual internet. So a static proxy is when one IP address is issued when you're buying and use only one IP address. Dynamic proxies accordingly have a function of changing the IP address. This is my current IP address. I press this button, change IP. Now my IP address is this one. You can see it here. Okay, we remember that we need to avoid the attention of the anti-fraud system in terms of using the same IP address. Therefore, in the case of static proxies, you will need to buy a new proxy for each profile. It's not always, but in general, this is it. And in the case of dynamic ones, you have paid for a pool of IP addresses and change them as necessary. You're probably wondering why use static proxies at all if there are dynamic ones. Sometimes during different periods of operation, for example, Facebook, changing the proxy helps to solve some problems such as risk payment and errors when linking a card or to pay for advertising, for example. Changing the country of the proxy server and changing the type of proxy, like from static to dynamic and to dynamic to static, it helps to eliminate these errors. Now let's take a closer look to dynamic proxies. As I said before, they are called mobile in the CIS arbitration community. So why are they called that? It's simple. Mobile internet is used to create them. How does it work? The seller, by selling you his mobile proxies, gives you access to his mobile internet. It can be either a modem with SIM card installed or a simple mobile phone. As in case of static proxies, you are also given an IP address, port, login, and password from the proxy. A link is also provided to change the IP address. By clicking on this link, as I showed before, you change your IP address. And you're probably wondering again, can I also use my phone to make a mobile proxy? Yes, you can. There are services that, for a very small fee, provide the services for the awareness of the usual functionality of mobile proxies. It's like this, iproxy.online. And also, if you don't live in the territory of Russian Federation, then you can use your mobile internet for work. I mean, if you need to run ads in Facebook and Instagram because Meta products are not available in Russia because it's not legal organizations in Russia. You just describe the internet to your personal computer or laptop, then after you have finished working with one of the Facebook profiles, you close it, turn on airplane mode on your phone, wait 2-3 seconds and turn it on again. Your IP address is updated and you can log into a new profile and continue working. It's a bit tedious, but to save money at the very beginning of your work, why not? So why the IP address changes? Depending on your location, the pool of IP addresses can be huge. When airplane mode is turned on and off, your phone connects to nearest tower, receiving a port that is currently less loaded. That's like the operators distributes traffic. Mobile proxies are considered the best for working, especially with Facebook. In fact, for a fixed price, you get a pool of IP addresses, change of IP address by link, as well as trust from Facebook and other platforms. And where does the trust come from, you ask? The anti-fraud system understands that you are using the mobile internet, and the pool of IP addresses that you use, respectively, is used by all people who are near you and use the mobile internet. For example, John, Sam, and Jane, and some other people can see it flipping through the Facebook feed or TikTok from one IP address. And if John is engaged in affiliate marketing and run ads in Facebook, and Jane press likes to the cats and feed, and all this happens from the one IP address in one moment, then there are no problems for Facebook, for example, and other traffic sources. I hope it's clear. Does not seem to be anything complicated. Prices for mobile proxies variative depending on the country and the speed of mobile internet, but on average is from $40 to $50 per month. To be fair, I will also say that dynamic proxies can be not only mobile, but this is a completely different story and it's unlikely to be useful to you. So let's move on to static proxies. As we already know, the static proxies are just one IP addresses. They are also divided into two categories. First, the server proxies, second, the resident. First, server proxies received from servers, obviously. Resident proxies are when you are granted access from a real user's internet. Be careful and do not purchase proxies that illegally gain access to users' computers. It's also obviously illegal. To be honest, I don't have any experience working with resident proxies just because I didn't need it. The situation with server proxies is ambiguous, especially for Facebook. Someone buys them on public sites and use them without any problems, but someone can't link cards, can't run ads, accounts get banned, and so on. In general, I personally don't see the point in static proxies for constant work with Facebook. But for example, for the same crypto exchanges, if you only need a few accounts, so why not? Or if you are engaged in affiliate marketing with Telegram. So then you can save the money on proxies by taking static IPv6, because they are cheaper than IPv4. It's generally possible and necessary to use static proxies, but you need to pre-test this is suitable for you or not. So where we can buy mobile and static proxies, I mean server proxies, can be purchased on the proxy6.net. It's like here. We will leave the referral link in the description if you want, as well as permanent promo code for a discount on purchase. What about mobile proxies? This is not an advertisement. I was searching and came across such a site, Proxy Broker. This is a type of bulletin board for mobile proxies only. I went through several sellers here and found one with whom I still work. But when buying, you assess the risk yourself. I do not guarantee that you will not be scammed here. At least I was lucky, but I can't say anything about the safety of transactions, so make the transactions at your own risk. Guys, that's it. Piracy Pay channel was with you. Subscribe to our Telegram channel and Telegram chat. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments and our chat. We will answer and help you in any way we can. And that's it for us. See you in the next videos. Bye.